March the 17th, and it is St. Patrick's Day, and I'm not celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And I'll tell you why. But the topic of the day, before we get to walking, is it good to be crazy? Is being crazy a good thing? Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I'm going to tell you about times to where I believe I was crazy or being told that I was crazy. We're going to walk on the treadmill. This is a series of, walk that talk, where we just talk while I walk on the treadmill to get this cardio in. But first, I want to use my breather fit. This is the breather fit. This is a respiratory device that just helps with just, breathing before you work out. You can do a pre-workout, post-workout. This is the inhale tab. You can move these tabs around. I got mine set to 3. And even on the exhale, if you want to get yours, you can go ahead and click the link in my description. But I just do 3 puffs and then 3 exhales. So 3 inhales, 3 exhales. So now this device gets your lungs primed for whatever activity that you're getting ready to do, physical activity, in this case, walking. So comes in this nice case, Breather Fit. This channel is sponsored by Breather Fit. I should have led with that. But the link is in the description. Got a couple video tutorials on how to better use this, or essentially this is pretty much what you just saw, right? And so it comes in this little case, you know what I'm saying, right here. But go ahead and click the link in the description to get 15% off. 15% off of yours. Fairly priced, fairly good price, whatever. So let's go ahead and start this workout. Let's go ahead and start our Apple Watch. If you are team Apple Watch, let me know. This thing's about to go ahead and take off. Okay. So team Apple, let's go to indoor walk. Where's my indoor walk? Because workouts don't count unless you track them, right? We got speed 2.0. We're at speed 2.0. We're walking today. As you see, I got my more weight hoodie on. I wear it throughout all my workouts, and it's cold right now. I got the doors open. Good thing about springtime, it's for airing the house out. Airing the house out, and here in my home gym, just airing it out. I'm always airing it out. Got some peppermint oil going in my diffuser. This is part of my morning routine. I put the eucalyptus oil or spearmint oil or a combination of both. If I don't have peppermint oil, they've been making the peppermint oil very cheaply lately. It's starting to really smell. But anywho, that just creates just better airflow. That just creates better airflow far as for me, when I'm down here working out. So we're going to let everybody know on Facebook. I'm live. I'm live right now. I'm live. And if you can hear me, let me know. If it sounds too muffled, let me know. Just let me know how your morning is going so far. Let me know how your morning is going so far. Are you team AM workouts or PM workouts? So what time are you working out today? And do you believe in cardio before weights, or then weights then cardio? What do you like to do? What works best for you? Let me know in the chat. And speaking of chat, this is a subscribers only mode. Subscribers only chat. Subscribers only mode. Subscribers only chat. I figure since you are subscribed to me, and part of the benefits is for you to get a direct line to me and talk. And the best way to do that without having to leave the platform is to turn on subscribers only mode. Because when I have it all open to the public, I get all types of spam bots, troll bots, all kind of stuff. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. No, that's crazy. I don't know why YouTube hasn't fixed that just yet, but I don't know why that just did that. So we just shared that here, and my Facebook group, and let's go ahead and share this on my community wall. Share this on my community wall. This is getting some echo. This is on my other phone right now. But the topic of the day, is being crazy a good thing? I say yes. I'll explain to you why as soon as I go ahead and share this on my community wall. I'm live and subscribers only chat. So shout out to you. Shout out to my longtime subscribers. Shout out to my recent subscribers. And if you're watching and you are not a subscriber on the wall or on the fence about it, subscribe. We keep it peaceful over here. I keep it peaceful over here. As long as I go live, I'll have subscribers only mode on. I like that a lot better. Because when you're going live, you shouldn't spend your time fighting the people who you talk to. You understand what I'm saying? And I've understood that from the gate. That kind of kept me away from going live. When I did, it kept me from going live. But now that I discovered subscribers only mode, all right, so only my subscribers can enter the chat and chat. And the people who have chose to be here, the people who have chose to subscribe, which is you cool peoples. Fist bump, fist bump, fist bump. Cool peoples. I appreciate you. But the topic of the day, is being crazy a good thing? Yes. It is. It is a good thing. There's been times in my life to where I questioned, why did I do that? What made me take it that far? Whatever it is, there's a little bit of craziness to it. Maybe about 2 years ago, I started to realize my productivity was just down. I was trying to look for a way to become more productive in my everyday life, right? And since there is only 24 hours in a day, I can only do so much. I wanted to do so much more. I'm working out, got to work out myself, meal prep, and then I got to work out my clients, and then meal prep for them, and then take care of home life. It's just a lot. And I could not get that feeling of completion at the end of the day. I always felt like I left something on the table. And one day I started watching Brandon Carter on YouTube, and they were talking about productivity. He talked about setting his alarm in his bathrobe, setting it on the door, setting it in this pocket of his robe. And I think he had his alarm set for maybe 5 a.m. or 4 a.m., whatever. Anyway, it was the goal to be the first one up, in his household or just for him or wherever. And so I decided to do that. Set my alarm at, I think at that time, 4:55 a.m. 4:55 a.m. And it was just different because where I set my phone at, I didn't set it on my door. I set it in my living room. So I was forced to get up, walk downstairs, turn the alarm off when the alarm went off at 4:55. And you know what? That sucked. But that whole week, it just sucked. It just sucked because I think I was waking up maybe about 6:15 at that time. So waking up at 5 a.m. when my alarm clock goes off at 4:55. Some days I'll try to lay in bed for about 4 minutes and it keeps going off. But I had to get up and repeatedly getting up, right? Keep trying to understand my timing. Why am I falling asleep, or why am I sleeping so hard for this long? Whatever. So this 4:55 a.m. alarm was new. Forced myself to go downstairs and turn this alarm off. And when I was talking to friends and family about this, how to possibly be more productive. He thought I was crazy when I told him what it is that I did. And I was like, man, that's crazy. And I'm like, why is it crazy? Because I want to be more productive, or I'm up early, or I get up early to be more productive. And maybe it's something that they wouldn't do particularly, right? Something that they wanted to do in particular in regards to waking up early in order to be productive. So that extra hour that I was up, I was able to get more accomplished than waking up at 6 a.m. So waking up at 5 a.m. very, very, very beneficial. So I've been doing that for about 2 years, right? Until just here, recently. And when it comes to productivity, you have to know that you want to be productive, right? And what is it that you want to be productive in? I essentially wanted a good enough time to work out, right? Get up early enough to work out, because I realized if I don't work out in the AM, my day is going to be thrown off. My attitude is going to be horrible. I'm not going to be able to think as clear. And I'm not getting started on my day. I'm spending more time sleeping and slacking and sleeping. And I get enough rest. It's not even so much that, you get enough rest. Get enough rest, as if I wasn't. I was getting enough rest. I was just being lazy, right? And part of not being lazy is the desire to not want to be lazy. And so it may take you doing something kind of off brand, you know what I mean? Crazy as getting up early in the morning so you can make that time. So you can make that time for yourself. So you can make that time. So you can make that time for somebody else just as well. So it's making time. It's making time. So when I talk to people about making time, they could think that you're crazy. It's like, how can you make time? How can you make time? You can make time for what you want to make time for. We all make time what we want to make time for. And in order to do that, it may be a little bit crazy to others on how they view it, but essentially this is how we are made. We are made to create. We are made to innovate. That's the beauty and the God in us that we were created in. So is it really crazy to make time for what you want to? It depends on what you value. What I value is just being a good person. And I know I cannot be the best person I need to be if I don't work out. So hence, this is why I'm team AM workouts, right? And so I ran into that whole situation again in regards to, man, I'm not being productive. This is maybe about 2 weeks ago. I wasn't being as productive as I knew I could be. Part of production is increasing the incline. So I'm at 4.0. I'm at this 4.0 incline. I got the speed at 2.5. I think I'll run out of breath if I'm walking in talking to you. But this is part of my cardio. Being able to talk while I'm working out. And Breathe Fit, it does help. It helps expand those lungs out. Helps you get out that first, let's say, when you're walking, maybe like your first 3 minutes is like, trying to catch your breath, catching your stride. This bypasses all that. 3 deep breaths and 3 exhales works out so much better. I actually interviewed the CEO of Breathe Fit maybe about 2 years ago. And he explained to me, not we, he explained to me the benefits of just breathing and the benefits of breathing better, and especially doing your workout, something like this, right? So if you want yours, you can get 15% discount once you click the link in the description where it says Breathe Fit. But going back to the story of just recently not being as productive as I want to be is, man, my foot was hurting. This plantar fasciitis situation that I've been going through, still somewhat dealing with it a little bit here and there, but I'm here, right? I'm actually walking on an incline, talking to you. Speed 2.5, incline 4.0. Now, my goal is to get to about 3.5 to be able to walk and talk without having to sound like I'm being chased down. All right. So, working on my endurance, working on my cardio, working on my breathing. I was missing that because of this foot, right? This foot issue. So, after researching and doing some therapy, I still got to work on that video for you. I've been saying that for 2 weeks. I've been saying that for 2 weeks. But I'm going to get to it. So, anywho, I wasn't being as productive because this pain kept me just lazy, right? Or I bought into it, right? I bought into the pain. However you want to word it, whatever. And so I'm like, what can I do? I got to do something because sleeping in the bed, not being able to move around in the morning like I normally would, is driving me berserk. It's in a very dark place. Everything is just around me, just seems just cloudy. And that's how it is, how I feel if I don't work out in the morning. Now, what I mean workout doesn't have to be a full 45 minutes workout, right? It doesn't have to be that. It can just be a 10-minute bike ride. At least that, for me, gets my brain firing, right? And I want to talk more about the benefits of actually working out from a mental standpoint and a dopamine standpoint, because there's some stuff going on in my life currently. Right now, I'm not able to really speak about too much in that regards. But that explained how I wasn't really feeling good for a couple weeks, a month, from a mental standpoint, and how my foot, affected that. So I'm like, all right, I got to do something crazy again. I set my alarm now to 4:30 in the morning. To 4:30 in the morning now. Because 4:55, I grew past that. And I needed something shocking, something crazy to wake me up, to have me shoot for something different, right? It's like, okay, now you got to get up at 4:30 in the morning. Alarm clock goes off, 4:30 now, kind of late there. And I'm still getting used to it. So last week, out of 5 days, have it Monday through Friday. 3 out of the 5 days, I actually got up on time. Those other 2, man, I was sleeping good. But that extra half hour now, I'm able to kind of work out my kinks in the morning of, all right, get up, start the coffee. Doesn't mean I got to drink it right then and there, but just start it, get some water in your system, whatever it is that I need to do to wake up, because my goal is to either one, be on the bike, on the treadmill by 5:45 or 6, right? In the worst case scenario, I can be here right now, which I am, because I had one client cancel on me this morning for their morning session, right? And that happens in this field. You get a text message, hey, I won't be able to make it in for whatever reason. Life be lifing. Cool. So now I had an extra 45 minutes. An extra 45 minutes to spare. So here I am talking to you on YouTube Live, right? And I honestly don't think I would have been in a better position to do this if I hadn't got up early, if I hadn't done anything what somebody would call crazy. So it is okay to be crazy. Being crazy is a good thing, because somebody could think, oh, you crazy for working out early in the morning. Or you crazy for just working out, period. It's because this is a part of my lifestyle. You know, it's a part of my routine. This is me. You know, you all have seen me in my ups, my high ups, and my downs. And it's just part of the routine. Because when I wasn't waking up early enough to work out, my brain wasn't firing. I didn't feel like recording. I didn't feel like doing anything on YouTube, Facebook, whatever the case may be. Content creation, I wasn't feeling it. Where's my towel at? I wasn't feeling it. And that's because I wasn't working out. I wasn't working out because my foot was hurting. On top of the pain I was already experiencing from my cousin passing. And it's just stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff. Craziness, right? So in that case, that type of crazy is not good when you're going through all of that, but you got to be crazy to stay there. You got to be crazy to want to stay in this state of depression, this state of pain, right? That's crazy. That's the negative part of the question. Is it good to be crazy? Is being crazy a good thing? No. And here's why. It's because when so much craziness is going on around you, are you going to accept it or reject it? For a minute there, I was accepting it. This is the way things is. This is the way things are. This is the way things will be. Because this sucks right now. I can't see any good coming out of this. But I had to make a decision. Did I want to stay there? Or did I want to leave? All right? I don't want to stay in this mind state or this mindset of negativity, inactivity, and craziness, you know, because it affects my life. It affects my day-to-day. It affects my business. It affects how I treat people. It affects how good of a person I am to myself, to the person in the mirror. And that's the first person I need to check in with every single day, is to make sure I'm okay. And part of me being okay, because it's part of my routine, is working out. Is doing this cardio first thing in the morning. Part of my daily routine, or my routine, a part of my life, part of my lifestyle. And if I don't do it, I've noticed I don't feel good, is to be able to create. I probably got like 25 videos on my phone right now, this phone that I'm recording from or going live from, that I haven't gotten to yet because I just ain't been feeling it. I hadn't felt it. And so that becomes like a backlog of creativity that needs to go out into the world, right? Whether it's for selfish reasons or me deliberately trying to help somebody else out. Either way, no matter which one, can be both. It can be both. I wasn't doing it, and that was affecting me being happier. You understand what I'm saying? And learning to where to place my focus at, right? And so all of these things are tied into not wanting to be crazy, not wanting to be in a crazy situation anymore, to now having to do something crazy, like waking up at 4:30 in the morning now, to be able to at least, man, do 10 minutes on the bike. Do 10 minutes just walking if your foot is feeling okay. It may flare up later, but it may not just as well too. You know, we're only looking at the negative part of a situation. Embrace the positive. So, doing something crazy, set my alarm to 4:30 in the morning, and now I'm starting to get back to working out in the morning, being more prepared, being more alert, being more aware, being more creative. This is how I've been able to get on YouTube and go live, I think every Monday. I think maybe last 3 or 4 weeks. I believe so. And it's cool. All right. I'm not back at 100% full capacity yet. I'm not back at 100% full capacity yet. And people may say I'm crazy when I say yet, because I believe, I hope, I have faith that things will get better. And there was a time where I didn't believe, or I didn't want to believe things would get better, because I was such in a crazy dark place that I was okay being there. That's not good for me. And it's not good for people around me who love me and support me. All right, we're at 1 mile, 23:17. Eventually, I want to get back to my 10-minute miles. Being able to run consistently all the way through. I'm not there yet. I mean, it's that optimism that I have, but that's what the world calls it. I call it faith. I call it belief. And once you know your body, you know your system, you know, eventually you'll get back. You know, eventually things will get better, but you have to want it to get better, because it puts you on this pathway to discover what you need to do to get there, what you need to rehab in order to get to that ultimate destination of me running 10 minutes in a mile, a 10-minute mile, 11-minute mile, whatever. Whatever your goal is, you gotta do something crazy. In a good way, though. I'm out there a while now. Do something in a good way, right? Something that is going to benefit the acceleration and continuation of your rehabilitation. It's bars, it's freestyle. See what happens when I start working out, the brain starts firing, things start clicking for me. So we're at 25 minutes. Now, you know, you've been on these Walk That Talk lives with me for the past couple weeks, and I've been doing maybe 15, 20 minutes. We're going for 30. I think I did 30 one time and before, but that was crazy just as well too. From the amount of pain that I was in a couple days prior to the little bit amount of pain that I was in afterwards, right? And it was worth it. Doing something crazy, it was worth it, right? Because it was crazy to think that, you can get back on that treadmill. What happened if your foot flares up? What happened if it flares back up later and you won't be able to walk, or you won't be able to walk without pain for insert however many days? My brain goes there, right? That's that negative side to a possibility, to a situation, right? Or it's a negative part of a situation, and I'm just entertaining that one possibility. And I committed to that one possibility of negativity. So every coin has two sides. So what about the positive? What if I'm not in pain? What if I can walk? What if I can do it again the next day? Is that crazy to think that way? Is it crazy to think positively of yourself? Why is that? Why is that? Why are we so committed to the negative? Why am I so committed to the negative? Why was I so committed to the negative as a possibility, but not the positive, not the good side? Why didn't I entertain that just as well? I had to ask myself that question, and I'm still working on that answer, but I was able to get on that treadmill that day. And that led me to being on the treadmill today to talk to you. So, is being crazy a good thing? Yes, but just apply it to the right things. Apply it to the positive parts of healing, rehabbing, just having fun, just getting back to having fun. I want to get back to having fun and content creation, putting content out there, utilizing my time a lot better, and seeing things, more clear. And it's challenging. It is challenging. It's been a tough year this past year, but we endure. I endure. You endure. You have to, because every day that you wake up, it'd be crazy to not utilize it to the fullest advantage. It's easier said than done, but it can be done. It's just what type of crazy you want to put your mind at. So we're coming up on those last 2 minutes of this walk. I got a client in about 30 minutes that I need to drive to. But how about those Lakers? We back, baby. Luka Magic. I didn't know that the year that Phoenix had the number 1 draft pick, they didn't pick Luka. So every time he plays against them, he has the second highest leading scorer, leading scorer as far as for an opponent versus the Phoenix Suns. I think the first person who scored the most, or averaged the most, was Jordan at like 30. Luka had like 28. And it was a good game. Shout out to Jackson Hayes. Been watching Jackson Hayes since his days in New Orleans. He's always just been a wiry type of center. And he does a great job at pick and roll. Great job. That's one of the most underutilized basketball plays in today's game is the pick and roll. Everybody wants to shoot threes. But he got just about, I think, like 14 points off of pick and rolls, just period. All right. Wiry, tall, and he's a great athlete, great player. AR, 15, did his thing. So I can't wait till Rui gets back. I can't wait till LeBron gets back. So I believe we're tied for 5th because out in the West, I think everybody, like the top 4 teams above us all have 25 losses. So it's one of those type of situations to where in the West, it's always been like that. One person can lose and they can be down to the 7th slot, or one person can win, or one team, and then, they'll be number 2 or number 3. So shout out to Laker Nation. Shout out to you for listening to me rant and ramble right now. If you want to see more of these lives, just comment below. If you are not a subscriber, subscribe so you can join in on the chat. And for my subscribers here, I appreciate you. Let me know what else you want me to talk about. If there's some articles, some interesting health-related articles, fitness-related articles, send them to me. Make a comment on one of my videos with the link, and I'll look into it and we can chat about it. But have a great day. Remember, in the description, get your Breather Fit device. It's a great pre-workout routine. Also, you'll get 15% off once you use my code. It's all in the description. Go ahead and get you a more weight hoodie. That way you can wear it every day when you're working out, wash it, and then, this has been like this for maybe about 2 years. I've had this hoodie for maybe about 4 years right now. We all know there's certain hoodies that fade. There's certain hoodies that don't, but I believe this one is working, is working for me right now, and feel good. We got the air going on in the home gym. If you're looking for a personal trainer who wants to work out in the home gym, not a big commercial gym, go ahead and hit me up if you're in the Peoria, Illinois area. Other than that, let me get off of here. Peace out.